So you want to talk about test strips? Let's get it.
What's up, folks? Welcome to the channel. This is Easy with EasyHustles.net, FlippingMedicalCommodities.com for more information. Today I just wanted to talk about the Flipping Medical Commodities business and introduce it to those that may not really understand what it is. So let's get into a little bit of detail. So first, what are medical commodities? Medical commodities in the context of this business generally refer to diabetic testing equipment such as diabetic test strips, lancets, and test meters. Flipping diabetic commodities or medical commodities simply means buying them for low and selling them for high. Now, in this business, you can only buy and sell items that are unopened. So these products have safety seals on them. They need to be intact, and they need to be, for the most part, unexpired supplies. You are technically able to sell expired products, but we're focusing on high profit items, which is going to be those unexpired products. Now we're buying them from individuals that no longer need them or are not using them for whatever reason. So when you buy the items from the individuals, 99% of the time you're turning around and selling it to what's called a wholesale buyer. These are large buyers with deep pockets that are ready to buy the product as you get it. In fact, they will pay you in advance before they even receive the items for you. So the question next is, why are people selling these medical commodities and not using them? So for whatever reason, people are not using their supplies. Sometimes it's because they just get more from their pharmacy than they actually use. A lot of my customers are old, and they've lived with diabetes for so long that they don't have to test as much as they once did. They learn their body and can pretty much feel when they need to either inject insulin or eat something sweet, etc. Sometimes people get them from a family member that's passed away and left a lot of supplies, and sometimes people switch brands, and they have leftover supplies from a previous brand that they don't use. So instead of letting them go to waste, they'll look for someone that buys them and get a little cash instead of just letting them expire in their house. So how do you find these people? Just like with any other business, you have to advertise. There's online methods of marketing and offline methods of marketing, but at the end of the day, you have to market. You have to let people know you exist, and the people will come. So people always ask, which diabetic test strips or which supplies should I be looking for? What are the best ones to buy? The short answer is you should be buying whatever your wholesale buyer is looking for. So once you get connected with a wholesale buyer, they will give you a list of products that they buy and a list of the prices that they pay. So you'll want to buy whatever is on that list because you can turn around and sell it instantly. We talked a little bit about what a wholesale buyer is, so I'll go more in detail about that. Wholesale buyers are individuals, groups, or companies that buy diabetic supplies in bulk. Sometimes they're selling to a larger buyer, and sometimes they're selling directly to a pharmacy. But again, they usually produce a price sheet, and they'll give it to you and to their other vendors, and they will pay for those products before they receive them. That's just the nature of this business. The wholesale buyers usually pay first, and then they get the item afterwards. The way that they pay, so if you're looking to get paid in advance, the wholesale buyers typically pay in advance through PayPal. Now, some of the buyers will pay you in advance the very first time that they do business with you. Some wholesale buyers, for the first transaction or the first few transactions, they'll give you a certain percentage up front, and some will not pay you up front until they've done a few deals with you and established some trust. But you're getting paid in advance through PayPal 99% of the time. If you don't like dealing with PayPal, you can request different forms of payment, such as a check, a bank deposit, Cash App, Venmo, Zelle, There's lots of different payment methods, but for those payment methods, you usually have to wait until the product is in the hands of the wholesale buyer. They'll inspect the items that you sent, and then they'll send that payment to you. Once you build up a lot of trust with some buyers are willing to pay you in advance with other methods, but again, that's not until you've built some trust up with them. And the reason why buyers pay in advance through PayPal, now that may seem too good to be true, but they'll pay through PayPal because PayPal has excellent buyer protection. So if they send you payment and you don't send them the product, it's a very high chance that they can snatch that money back through PayPal. PayPal will pull that money back out of your account. If you don't have the money in your account, it'll come out your bank account. So the wholesale buyers don't really risk much when they're paying through PayPal because PayPal has great protection for them. So how do you find a wholesale buyer? So wholesale buyers can be found on your own by searching online for them and reaching out to different companies and asking if they're a wholesale buyer. That is possible. You can also buy a list of wholesale buyers. I do have a list for sale at flipmedicalcommodities.com. You can also go to easyhustles.net for a link to that website to buy the list. And it's included in my course as well. Other people sell courses in this business that come with the list included, but these lists typically are a list of the veteran buyers in the business, buyers that have been around for a long time, who have established trust in the business, who have good prices, great customer service, etc. So usually these lists are buyers of vetted buyers. But again, if you don't want to pay for that, if you don't have the funds for that, you can search for buyers on your own, and it is possible to find buyers on your own. I would just recommend that you do a few small test transactions with them to make sure that they are compatible with you in terms of price that they pay and their customer service. So with the wholesale buyers, the two most important characteristics people look for is buyers that pay the most money, pay great prices, and then buyers that have great customer service. So sometimes you'll have a buyer that might pay better than everybody else, but they don't have the best customer service. They may not ever answer their phone when you call. It may take them a day or two to call you back or to text you back or to email you back. But far as business goes, when you send them packages, they'll pay you promptly. Then you have other buyers that have excellent customer service. They respond very fast to you. They'll answer their phone. They'll even offer you advice in the business and coach you up for free, but their prices aren't as high as everybody else's. And then you have buyers in the middle. So you really just need to find which buyer you're compatible with. So if you want to learn more about the business, go to flipmedicalcommodities.com. I have a course there that can teach you the business from beginning to end. I have the list of buyers if you want to be connected to some quality buyers right away, but also there's tons of information on my YouTube channel